Okay, now we are at page 5 of our electricity worksheet HBL handout. Now, in this page, you are actually going to do all the questions based on calculation. And the first few questions I'll go a little slower because I'm talking about the answering technique and so on. Subsequently, I will just go a little faster. Now, question 9. Question 9 has an electric iron. The voltage, now mains supply I mentioned during class, mains supply simply means how much voltage is supplied to you, and it comes out from the socket that we have. Okay, so the voltage is 240. Now the very good practice is for you to underline, highlight, circle, up to you, the value that's given, and straight away write down the symbol. So 240 is volts, so I write down the symbol of V. 5 ampere I circle. Be very careful. The symbol for current is I. I am current. Remember? I. So voltage. And another very good practice is to write down all the information at the side. So I know the voltage, I know the current, and the question asks for the power. That's about part B. But before that, energy conversion. In an iron, when we are ironing something, you take in electrical energy and the iron will then convert it to heat or thermal energy. I'll leave you to write either one of them. And so the formula for power, Poisson IV, P equals to IV. So current is 5, voltage is 240, and then you get your answer, 1200 watts. Take note of the unit, don't forget to write. The second part requires you to tell me the energy that is being used in 100 seconds. Remember, power basically is the amount of energy that has been converted by your electrical appliance, can be an iron, toaster, blender, that is converted in 1 second, right? So if I say that the power is 1200 watts, it means that this iron in 1 second actually use up 1200 joules of energy. Take in 1200 joules and then convert it to 1200 joules of heat. So now it's 100 seconds, right? So what about 100 seconds? So that's why you take 100 and you multiply by 1200. Or simply, if I remember the formula, I'll just take power times time and I'll get the answer 120,000. Okay, let's go on to question 10. So for question 10, I will do the same thing. I will, first of all, highlight my quantities that I have. So 40 watts. So watts, right? So 40 watts is power. The time is 5 minutes. But none of the formulas that we have learned require us to have the time in minutes. So when I write the information at the side, you notice I circle it in red to remind myself that, hey, this unit is probably wrong. I may have to convert it. So I circle it first. So how much energy is used by the bulb? So the energy I don't know. So now power times time. So 40 is the power. The time is in seconds, right? So 5 times 60, so I get 12,000 joules. Let's go on. Question 11, same thing. You notice that it's the same method, just that they may ask you to calculate different things. So the power is 480, the current is 2 ampere, asking you for voltage. So Poisson IV, power equals to IV. You put in your power and your current, you can work out the voltage to 240. Just be very careful. If you have answer of 960, for example, then it's actually a mathematical error that you have made. So be careful with your algebra. Unfortunately, you can't run away from algebra, okay? So question 12, voltage has been given, current is given, so finding power. So back to power equals to Poisson IV. In this case, I put VI. Well, P equals to VI, P equals to IV is the same thing, right? So you get 46. Now, the next two questions are a little more complicated. I didn't do it during my live lesson the last time. So I would just introduce it here with you, and I will talk a little bit more when we do our live lesson. Okay, so let me just explain it here with you first. Now, it seems very similar to what you have done before. They have given you the power, right? They have given you the time, and they ask for the energy. But the strange, well, something that you have not seen before is that they want you to give your energy in this funny unit that you have not seen. It says kilowatt hour. Now, what is kilowatt hour? Is kilowatt hour the same as kilowatt? No, kilowatt hour is totally different. Now, kilowatt hour is actually a unit of energy. And now you may ask me, why do I need a new unit for energy where I already know that unit for energy? Isn't it equals to joules? Yes, you can use joules as the unit for energy, definitely. However, at home, when we use electrical appliance, joules, you must understand, is a very small unit. So when you are using it to measure the amount of energy you use in, let's say, your washing machine, your air conditioner, and so on, you may end up with a number like this, you know. Wow. So that is large. All right. So this amount is very large. So joules is not suitable for household not a suitable unit for household electricity, because the amount of energy we use at home is actually quite large. So I don't want to use joules. For example, when I ask you for your height, you will tell me how many cm, how many meters, that's fine. But I would not ask for your height in millimeter, right? Or even worse, micrometer and so on, because these are units that are too small. If I want to weigh a sheep, I will say how many ton, because, you know, or how many kilograms, because, you know, a big cruise definitely is very large mass. But I will not weigh them and say, hey, give me in grams. So that's not quite right. So therefore, when you are using household electricity, okay, so when you are using household electricity, the unit that we use to calculate has changed. So the unit for energy now, for electrical energy, is now this thing called kilowatt hour. It's a new unit that you are going to learn. And please, the formula no change. Formula is still energy equals to power times time. The only thing is, if you want your energy to have this unit of kilowatt hour, then same formula, but your power has to be in kilowatt now. The time must be in hours. The time must be in hours. Okay, so let me repeat. The formula for energy is still the same, power times time. But if the question wants you to give the energy in this unit of kilowatt hour, then make sure your power has the unit of kilowatt and the time has a unit of hours. If the question did not specify that and say that, oh, you know, your energy can be in joules, then that's fine. Then in this case, this will be in watts and this will be in seconds. So same formula, but the unit that you use will determine what is the unit of the energy eventually. So let's go back again to the question 13. Okay, let's go back to question 13. So for question 13, there are no, okay, so the power has been given to be 0.5 kilowatt. The blender is used for 2 hours. So how much energy is used? So I don't worry first about the unit. I write out the formula, energy equals to power times time. And then they say, oh, my power has to be in kilowatt hour. So then I say, oh, okay, my energy has to be in the unit of kilowatt hour. So then my power must be in kilowatt. So kilowatt, 0.5 kilowatt. Good. I don't have to do conversion. Time, hours. Oh, it's given in hours, so no need to do conversion. So kilowatt times hours. So you get 1 kilowatt hour. Okay. Final question. Your washing machine has a power of 2,500 watts. I'm going to write the information at the side. Used for 45 minutes. Everything that's in minutes, I will start to underline because there are no formula where you need to substitute something in minutes. So what is the energy? Again, I will write out the formula, power times time. And because the energy needs to be given in the unit of kilowatt hour, then the power must be given in kilowatt. The time must be given in hour. So how much? So the question says 2,500 watts, right? So I convert to kilowatts by dividing by 1,000. And 45 minutes is how many hours? So I divide by 60 to get the hours. And my final answer is my calculator answer is 1.875, but I always give the three significant figure. So 1.88. Okay. In our next live lesson, I will talk more about this. So meanwhile, please keep up with your work. Anything you do not understand, please just send me a message via Telegram, or you can email me. Okay. Thank you.